Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Trends International Design Awards for 2024, where we celebrate the best in home design throughout Australia. Our awards are brought to you in association with our sponsors, Resine and Bloom, and proudly produced by Adjacent Communications, and in association with the podcast series Now I Am Listening. To present the awards, please welcome the chairman of the judging panel, Mr. Paul Taylor.
Welcome to everyone joining us as we announce the third and final stage in the Trends International Design Awards, the awards for Australian homes. Firstly, thanks to all the designers and architects who have entered this year's TIDA homes. We've seen some very impressive homes over all the categories, and it's not always been easy to decide which of them would take out the top awards. I'd also like to acknowledge our sponsors, companies whose support ensures the continued success of the TIDA program. So thanks to our associate sponsors, Resine and Bloom. And thanks also to our presentation sponsor, Adjacent Communications. While the range of design approaches and finished projects in the entries reflects the diversity in the Australian market, there are a couple of features making a noticeable presence in some of the entries. One was an increased number of entries using brick construction to very architectural effect. And the other was interiors featuring oversized curved furnishings, lounges and chairs. So those are some of the features to look out for as we reveal our award winners. TIDA Homes includes awards for new homes, renovations, interiors and apartments produced by architects, building designers and interior designers. And we start our announcement today with those entries that received highly commended awards across all the various categories. Congratulations to all our highly commended entries. Moving on now to our next set of awards, here are the runners-up in the different categories. Congratulations to this year's runners-up, 6 projects that we're looking forward to showcasing in the various Trends channels in the coming weeks. And now it's time for our final awards, our category winners. These are projects that impressed with their clarity of vision and for successfully addressing sometimes complex design challenges to produce homes that I'm sure their owners will be enjoying for years to come. First up is our award for apartment design. Winner of the 2024 TIDA Australia Apartment of the Year is Penny Del Castillo of Studio Del Castillo.
Designed by the architects Fender Katsalidis in 2006 and soaring over 300 metres into the Melbourne sky, Eureka Tower is still one of the world's tallest residential buildings, making the 80th floor apartment scene here a true penthouse in every sense of the word. The owners, adventurous empty nesters with a globe-trotting bucket list, wanted the dramatically angular shell to be turned into a luxurious retreat filled with warmth, colour and texture. This is apparent right from the entry into the penthouse's private lift lobby, where 4 pairs of custom Italian solid brass doors featuring an erosion pattern serve as functional art pieces. Exotic rich red floorboards lead to a timber-lined tunnel, while a 100% silk 100-knot hand-tuft rug cushions every step. Overhead, a sizable sculptural pendant light spans east to west, ensuring a dramatic welcome from any lift. This is just one example of the highly detailed palette of finishes that is then seen throughout the interior. The master bedroom features an impressive curved mosaic wall which took 4 months to create and fabricate in Paris and 10 days to lay on site. The penthouse boasts 3 dedicated living areas, including the angular open-plan sitting room where the furniture selection and placement makes the most of the sweeping views in all directions. Off to the side of the boffy kitchen is the entertainment room, where the television is hidden by operable chevron pattern porcelain doors which become a decorative panel above the fireplace when closed. On the opposite wall, the supersized Dale Frank artwork presented its own challenge to get up to the 80th floor. The TIDA judges noted how the overall result is a luxurious retreat that seamlessly blends innovative design with homely comfort to create the ultimate lock-and-leave home. Congratulations to Penny Del Castillo of Studio Del Castillo, winner of the 2024 TIDA Australia Apartment of the Year.
Our second award is for interior design in a standalone dwelling. Winner of the 2024 TIDA Australia Interior Design of the Year is C. Carews Architects.
Minimalism is at the core of the design choices for this interior designer's own home, where the aim was to create a refined space that eliminated the superfluous and highlighted the qualities that enrich life, spaces, and people. The challenge was to curate an organic environment in which the tone of every element was not just for purpose, but also had sculptural intent. The tailored layout creates balanced and fluid movement as you journey through the space. Floor-to-ceiling and wall-to-wall glazing results in beautifully lit rooms bathed in northern and western sunlight and provide immediate access to a soft, layered, landscaped terrace. Clean, refined lines and detailing such as full-height pivot doorways, shadow skirting and curved walls further soften the interior and allow a seamless passage through each space. Meanwhile, the layering of linens, leather, lambswool, suede and stone creates a tactile and texturally abundant home. Iconic 1960s and 70s pieces of Italian and Australian mid-century furniture are thoughtfully arranged, while a haunting Tom Adair art piece adorns the entryway. With its monochromatic palette, this is a home to engage the senses and enjoy the stillness. For the TIDA judges, this project demonstrated a holistic and unencumbered approach to luxurious minimalism and showcases an interior designer's connection to his own design identity. Congratulations to C. Kurus Architects, winner of the 2024 TIDA Australia Interior Design of the Year.
Next up are our two awards for renovation projects. Firstly, for a renovation by a building designer. Winner of the 2024 TIDA Australia Designer Renovation of the Year is Brian Hevin of Box Design Studio.
Renovation of this Victorian-era residence has addressed significantly functional issues with the existing building while enhancing its sustainability and maintaining its historical character. Original Victorian windows and doors on the front facade were retained and restored, as were interior arches, fireplaces, kauri pine flooring, internal timber doors and door hardware. Redevelopment of the attic storage space allowed a new master suite to be created. While the layout of the rooms on the ground floor remains the same, there have been significant improvements to the functionality of the spaces. Redesigning the kitchen means traffic from the dining room to the rear lounge no longer has to go through the work area. A statement island is located centrally in the archway and looks like a piece of furniture in the space, with movement between the two adjacent spaces now possible in front of the island. The rear lounge smoothly transitions into a paved terrace with vertical green walls, a waterfall feature, lush planting, and a 6-seat outdoor dining area. Skylights optimize natural lighting throughout, including the rear living room's large, curved north-facing skylight inspired by a Victorian arch in the entry hallway. Glass floor panels also allow light to penetrate between floors, such as the one in the kitchen, which transmits light into the reconfigured basement, where there is now a large family bathroom with laundry, plus a separate wine cellar and rumpus room. The TIDA judges found this renovation was an impressive example of how living spaces can be substantially improved and enhanced within an existing building envelope and interior layout, creating a character home with a strong emphasis on sustainability. Congratulations to Brian Hevin of Box Design Studio, winner of the 2024 TIDA Australia Designer Renovation of the Year.
And our second renovation award is for a renovation by an architect. Winner of the 2024 TIDA Australia Architect Renovation of the Year is Melanie Bale-Smith of Bale Architecture.
Built in the late 1880s, the original sandstone cottage on this site had been altered and extended on all sides over time. This included an early 20th century framed eastern wing and the brick entry foyer to the south, which had been included in the local council's heritage listing. The current owners wanted a contemporary light-filled home, embracing their love of art and accommodating their blended family spanning generations. This had to be achieved despite the limitations of the site's shape and heritage restrictions on any changes that could be made. The redesign carefully acknowledges the 3 key eras of construction and design seen in the home. This led to a novel approach of unifying the various sections of the house using delicate steel lines to weave the building together, emphasizing the interplay between the different structural elements. With no opportunity to extend the existing house footprint and only minimal alterations permitted to the heritage components, the focus went on increasing the volume and height of the dining room addition from the late 1990s and making careful alterations to the similarly aged first floor addition. Relocating the stairs within the two-storey space has transformed the home, with views to and throughout both floors now made possible. The new floor plan made best use of the available footprint, while retention and refurbishment of the original sandstone and palette of simple materials has created a minimalist backdrop to the artworks and furnishings. The work also included rebuilding the existing vehicle access and parking, refurbishing the existing pool, and completely overhauling the landscaping. The TIDA judges were impressed with how the extremely difficult challenges have been addressed to unify the house, making sense of its different stages of development and creating better connections within the home and to its site and surroundings. Congratulations to Melanie Bale-Smith of Bale Architecture, winner of the 2024 TIDA Australia Architect Renovation of the Year.
And finally today we have our 2 awards for new builds. Winner of the 2024 TIDA Australia Designer New Home of the Year is Alex Urena of Alex Urena Design Studio.
While the owners wanted a new 4-bedroom family home designed for this property, they also wanted it to honour the essence of the 1940s cottage that had originally been on the site. The approach was to design the house as 3 interconnected wings, with the secondary bedrooms towards the street appearing to belong to the original cottage, joined to what appeared to be the modern part of the house, the 2 new wings to accommodate the master suite and living areas. A full-length corridor links front and back, with a custom perforated brick wall at the end of the corridor to separate the paths to the master and living areas. Whilst all secondary rooms have flat ceilings, the open-plan kitchen, dining and living areas sit under an off-centre raked ceiling, lined in timber boards from end to end. A custom triangular window washes the space in northern light, with additional high windows throughout bringing even more light into the space. Externally, the front is clad in traditional weatherboards with mitered corners. The garage is clad in light timber and includes a seamless garage door. Its curved edge near the front porch, as well as a metal awning and planters, gives a more modern touch that suggests a link to the material selection to be discovered at the rear. At the back, the master and living pavilions are clad in timber and metal respectively, and sit proud behind the outdoor living area to contrast the cottage look from the front. Light-coloured bricks and pavers combined with the off-form concrete barbecue backdrop and the cantilevered timber-lined terrace roof add dramatic effect to the pool and yard. The TIDA judges were impressed with how the initial concept of old and new design features had been conceived and then so deftly implemented to create a home that now acknowledges the history of its site. Congratulations to Alex Urena of Alex Urena Design Studio, winner of the 2024 TIDA Australia Designer Home of the Year.
And lastly, the award for a new home by an architect. Winner of the 2024 TIDA Australia Architect New Home of the Year is Jack Fugaro and Agushi.
Nestled amongst traditional residences with a solid street presence, this home instills a respectful sense of calm within its neighbourhood. Although a solid built form, the exterior has a sense of lightness, with the first floor elements cantilevering over the ground floor and appearing to hover over the tree-lined landscape. The interiors draw from the solid sculptural aesthetic of the exterior to complement the family's love of fashion and collection of objects and art. Stonework and craftsmanship throughout the home reflect the family's strong connection to stonemasonry, which dictated detailing in both the landscape and interior design. The home is composed of a series of voluminous spaces, incorporating light-filled, double-height spaces that engage with its occupants while connecting the upper-level sleeping and private retreat areas. An impressively sculptural spiral staircase appears to float in the centre of the interior, connecting the two levels, while also acting as a spatial divider and a focal and meeting point. The kitchen integrates seamlessly with the living spaces, creating an inviting space for both large entertaining events and smaller, more intimate family gatherings. Designing the butler's pantry to be the main cooking area allowed the main kitchen and island to be seen as an art piece that complements the adjacent sculptural staircase. Other aspects, such as treating fixed joinery as meticulously crafted furniture elements, have resulted in a highly sophisticated interior. The TIDA judges felt that this home represented an exceptionally refined and cohesive approach to architecture. From its quietly confident street frontage, through its sculptural interiors, to its dramatically cantilevered rear facade and outdoor living areas. Congratulations to Jack Fugaro and Agushi, winner of the 2024 TIDA Australia Architect Home of the Year.
Congratulations again to our 6 TIDA Homes category winners, who all now go forward into the international section of TIDA Homes to be judged again, this time alongside award winners from other countries. Check out our full coverage of the winners and other results on the TIDA Australia Homes page on trendsideas.com. Plus, we'll be announcing the results in our e-newsletters and on our social channels. We'll be back in 2025 when we're looking forward to showing you more world-class homes by Australian architects and designers. Thanks for watching today, and see you soon for the next instalment of the Trends International Design Awards.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our ceremony today for the TIDA Homes Awards 2024. Thank you again to our sponsors for their ongoing support. This awards presentation is proudly produced by Adjacent Communications and in association with the podcast series Now I Am Listening. For more information about all our award winners, visit trendsideas.com. Thank you again for watching, and we will see you next time for the Trends International Design Awards.